In a world that is constantly screaming for your attention, the most powerful thing you can be is unmoved. Most men are like leaves in the wind. They react to every comment, every social cue, and every emotional shift in the woman they are with. This reactivity is the ultimate leak of power. It tells the subconscious mind of everyone watching that you are not the one in control. You are the one being controlled. But the silent predator, the sovereign man who has mastered non-reactive dominance, is like a mountain. The wind may blow, the storms may rage, but the mountain remains. Let's look at the biology of reaction. When you react quickly to a challenge or a provocation, your brain is in beta mode. It is defensive, it is high cortisol, and it is weak. But when you choose not to react, you stay in alpha state. Your heart rate stays low, your breathing stays deep, and your presence stays heavy. To lead her through the subconscious, you must show her that her chaos cannot break your order. If she tests you with an emotional outburst or a social challenge, and you meet it with a calm, steady, and slightly amused gaze, you have already won the interaction. You are telling her, your storm is small compared to my peace. This is the foundation of biological respect, and without it, attraction is impossible. This section requires you to master the void. Most men are afraid of the empty space in a conversation. They rush to fill it with words, apologies, or nervous laughter. But the predator inhabits the void. He knows that silence is where the subconscious does its work. When you ask a question, or when a moment of tension arises, wait, do not speak, just look. Let the silence become heavy. Let the pressure build, until she is the one who has to break it. The person who speaks first to relieve the tension is the one who is subordinate to the frame. By holding the silence, you are training her to realize that you are the authority, and that your approval is something to be earned, not something that is given away for free. Dominance is not about movement. It is about stillness. Think of a predator in the wild. It doesn't fidget. It doesn't look around nervously. It is perfectly, terrifyingly still. Modern men have leaky body language. They tap their feet. They touch their face. They adjust their clothes. All of these are signals of internal anxiety. To lead her through the subconscious, you must eliminate all useless motion. When you sit like a king. Occupy your space, and do not move unless it is with absolute intent. This stillness creates a frequency of certainty that pulls her focus in. Like a black hole, your lack of movement becomes a point of intense gravity. Now, let us master the ocular lead. Your eyes are the windows to your internal frame. If your eyes are shifty, you are a seeker. If your eyes are fixed and heavy, you are a leader. Use the 70-30 rule of the silent predator. Maintain eye contact 70% of the time, but do it with a soft focus. Do not stare like a maniac. Look through her, not just at her. This deep gaze signals to her limbic system that you are evaluating her, not the other way around. It triggers a primal response of submission and receptivity, because the subconscious mind cannot ignore a man who is looking at the shadow behind the mask. Combine this stillness with vocal depth. When the silent predator speaks, he speaks at a lower octave and at a slower pace. He doesn't pitch up at the end of his sentences, which is a sign of seeking permission. He pitches down, which is the sound of an edict. Every word you say should be a result, not a request. If you ask a woman to do something, don't ask it as a question. State it as a shared reality. Let's go. Sit here. Look at me. These are not commands of a tyrant. They are the directions of a man who knows exactly where he is going, and knows that she wants to follow. This clarity of intent is the most attractive force in the human experience. The final stage of the silent predator is the sovereign shield. This is the ability to protect your internal state regardless of what is happening around you. In a relationship, a woman will use her emotions to probe your strength. She will throw chaos at you, not because she wants to hurt you, but because she needs to know that you are unbreakable. If you react with anger, you have failed. If you react with defensiveness, you have failed. But if you react with amused mastery, a slight smile, a calm breath, and a refusal to be pulled into the drama, you have passed the ultimate test. You have shown her that you are her safe haven, and that your frame is a shield she can hide behind. This creates long-term devotion through the subconscious. Because you are non-reactive, you are safe. Because you are safe, she can be vulnerable. And because she is vulnerable, She can fully surrender to your lead. This is the circle of primal harmony. You are the axis, the immovable point around which her world revolves. In her mind, you become the only real thing in a world of pretenders. Every other man she meets will be reactive. They will be seekers. They will be performers. But you are the silent predator, the one who doesn't need to bark, because everyone already knows you can bite. Stop talking and start being. Stop reacting and start leading. Build the stillness, master the gaze, and inhabit the void. When you no longer need to prove your dominance, that is when you truly own it. This is the mind shift. This is the axis. Stay stoic, stay silent, and always lead the hunt.